Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. An unexpected event has shocked the United States. This incident is even more startling because the victim is a close ally of Donald Trump, and the crime was conducted in broad public view on the campus of the prestigious institution. Charlie Kirk, one of America's most prominent conservative activists, was shot dead at Utah Valley University. Video footage from the scene shows the chilling moment. Charlie was seated at his famous Prove Me Wrong table, engaging with a student about mass shootings and transgender people. Suddenly, a gunshot echoed through the crowd. Charlie clutched his neck and collapsed from his chair, and chaos erupted as people fled in fear. The suspect was captured and arrested immediately for questioning in order to determine the motive behind this conduct and whether it is a part of a larger scheme. President Donald Trump called the incident a dark moment for America. He ordered all US flags lowered to half-staff until Sunday, honoring Charlie's death. Charlie leaves behind a wife and two young children, a family now shattered by this act of violence. And for that, every American is feeling sorrow. No child deserves to lose their father, no wife, her husband. Violence is never the answer. But as the world processes this shocking moment, another debate is unfolding. The legacy Charlie Kirk leaves behind, the legacy of hate and supporting of violence. Charlie was not only a conservative figure in America, he was also known globally for his unwavering support of Israel and his deep hostility toward Palestinians. Clips of him mocking the very existence of Palestine are now being widely shared. In one viral video, he outright denied Palestine's existence.
It's called Judea and Samaria. It's not called Palestine.
You don't believe that Palestine have the right to exist?
No, everyone has a right to exist. Show me where it is. It's a non-existent place.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we're gonna.
That's why we're on different planets, right? What is the national identity of Palestine? Educate me.
Palestinians.
What is that?
Like, what do you mean? What is that?
Yeah, what ethnicity are they?
Arabs?
Okay, so all Arabs are Palestinians?
No, but they are Arabs. What you trying to say? What is your point?
I'm trying to say, because at what point does somebody become a Palestinian?
When he was born in Palestine, or if his parents are Palestinians?
Well, again, this is why we're talking past each other.
What you trying to say?
I don't think the place exists.
What?
Because it doesn't. It's called Judea and Samaria. It's not called Palestine.
In another, he defended Israel's attacking campaigns in Gaza, even if it meant thousands of children being executed.
Let me ask you, in the conflict of Israel versus Hamas, who's the good guy?
I believe both Hamas and the Israeli government are evil, but I think also that there is no justification.
Are they equally?
There is no justification for the murder and mutilation of thousands of innocent people and children.
Let's
futile.
Let's zero in on it.
There is no justification, Mr. Kirk, for invading hospitals, for bombing innocent populations and dragging out a war which is damaging Israel and the West's security.
You've made that point, but
It's not a point, it's a moral truth, isn't it?
okay, yeah. It was also a moral truth that the war started because 1,300 Jews were killed and 200 were taken hostage. And when you declare war on Israel, expect a firestorm in reaction. Let me finish, I let you talk. Israel, at its holiest day of the calendar year besides Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, Samat Torah, the 50-year anniversary of the Six-Day War, on Shabbat, Hamas invaded Israel, deciding to go recklessly to music concerts, to homes, to kibbutzes, and taking 200 plus hostages. They knew what they were doing. In one of the most cloistered urban environments on the planet, 2 million people live in a place where it's impossible to wage war. Impossible. Where they wear civilian clothing, they violate every tenet of the Geneva Convention, and the IDF, when they do something right, they get no credit. When they do life-saving surgeries of a Gazan child, they get no credit. When they drop leaflets, they get no credit. But when they happen to bomb a place where they are operating their military from, which we now know from third-party verified sources, hundreds of Hamas military operations are in mosques, schools, and hospitals. I'm sorry, the country where they were living in relative peace on October 6th, that all of a sudden we had a war, and Hamas started the war. And I don't see people that were really upset about the 2 million Germans that were killed in World War II, civilians. A tragic truth of war is that civilians die. I don't like it, and you don't like it. And they brought it upon themselves. The only operation and entity to blame is the leadership of Hamas, not the Israeli government, for fighting this defensive war after they were invaded. There is a good guy, and there is a bad guy. I honestly...
Isn't that the morality of a child?
Well, hold on. It's interesting you say that, because a child who knows that Israel is the good guy, Hamas is bad, has a lot more wisdom than a student like yourself at Cambridge University.
When Israel was attacked for using starvation as a weapon in Gaza, he debated that these all were only lies, despite every credible humanitarian agency proving otherwise. Charlie defended Israel when churches, mosques, hospitals, and refugee camps were targeted. He justified what the world calls war crimes, and to him, they were necessary and justified, as according to him, it was the Palestinian resistance who started this war nearly 2 years ago, and hence, the Palestinian population deserves the pain they are in. Today, as his own children cry for their father, one cannot help but think of the Palestinian children whose cries he ignored. He never bothered to shed even a fake remorse for the deaths of those 20,000 children who died under the rubble, and tens of thousands left orphaned, with no one to hug them at night. Charlie did not care for these children, his heart was cold to their suffering. And the shooter who shot him, he too showed no care for children. As well, Kirk's children now left fatherless. Both of the victims here and the shooter shared this cold-heartedness towards someone else's kids. Now the world is asking what the crime was of the children of Kirk who are left without a father, but the same people didn't ask what the crime was of the children of Gaza who are suffering unimaginably. In their own ways, both men turned a blind eye to the innocent tears. Kirk will be remembered after his death, not as a man of peace, not a voice for the voiceless, but as a defender of oppression, as someone who made excuses for the executions of the children. May Allah be with the orphan children worldwide. Ameen.